folks. Boy, I'm silly. I sat here and I did not get myself a pillow to put this on. Goofy I am. Hang on a second. I'm having the worst time trying to move around for some reason. Oh, hey Linda. Hey Nancy. How are y'all tonight? I uh I got some surprises. Hi Annabeth. How are you today? You're on a different channel, ain't you? Tonight. Um, Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it. Ginger, you need to lay down. I'm already mad at you. See how I talked to her? She laid down too. I turned the sprinklers on. In fact, the sprinkler is still on. I have to move it whenever I get off of here. Hopefully, I won't forget it and let it run all night. But if it does, who cares, right? It's only water. Um, Watering my garden right now, and it is bone dry. You think with all that rain we got, it wouldn't be, but it is. Doing well, thanks. I use this channel when using the phone, and the other one when using the computer. Cool. Um, so while I was out there tonight, yes, I did lose a lot, but I've also got a lot of new growth on my tomatoes and my squash plants. And I have a squash. I can't hold it back anymore. I actually have a squash that's that big. I'm so excited. I may eat it tomorrow for lunch. I am super, super excited. I can't wait to get my teeth into it. I love fried squash. I like it fried in butter and onions. I like it fried with cornmeal breading on it. Oh my goodness gracious. I like it any which way I make it. Every, I mean, squash is, I love it. Hello, Good Eats Homestead. How are you tonight? I don't know your name, so if you'd let me know, I'd like to be able to talk to you with your name. Um, so it so surprised me because you guys know those squash plants look like death. They just look like somebody took a weed whacker to them and they were not going to come back with all that hail. Well, I'm telling you, they all got new, beautiful leaves on them. And I mean, they're not back to their glory where they were, but they are doing really, really nice. So, pretty excited. And I got to thinking there's possibility that, I've got moles and stuff. That's probably what happened to the peanuts. So I think I'm going to try to start some peanuts again in something else, um, and then plant them in the garden. And I'm supposed to get a shipment in. Um, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but I bought some green stock. So I'm going to be having um, a video about that very soon. Supposed to get those in tomorrow. Hi, Patty. I'm going to go look for dirt tomorrow, Patty. Hey, Roberta. Just came in from Corky's channel. Oh, don't know who that is. I don't think. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Um. Hey, Brenda. I think I was going to go ahead and I think I'm going to call in the next few days and reserve my room. Hey, South Florida Sunshine. How are you tonight? Um, mm, I got to remove myself, move myself around. I'm cramping. Sorry, guys. Um, so, oh, it's Carol. You changed your name. What's up with that? I didn't even know. You mentioned moles. Did you think they were eating your peanuts? No, I think they don't eat peanuts. They eat grubs and worms, don't they? But they disturb the roots. Um, but they have not been out into the garden. That's the weirdest thing. The garden is the only place they don't go. I mean, they are constantly digging up my front yard. Hey, Donna, I didn't see you come in. Sorry. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Yes. Oh, so it was disturbing the roots. I've had that happen. It's annoying. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they did or not. I'm just thinking, what else could it be other than rodents or I just don't understand why only one plant popped up. So I think I'm going to try, I got those squeeze things. Hey Linda, hey Nancy. I got those squeeze thingies. Um those blocks, soil block squeeze thingies, and I think I'm going to go ahead and put some in those and try to get them starting. Mice run through mole runs too. They like peanuts. We don't have mice. Occasionally I'll see a rat out there. I've got those tree rats, squirrels everywhere. I hate. But um I did put the what do you call that stuff? Hardware cloth down on the ground, and I don't know. Maybe it was too close. Maybe the birds got them. I don't know. I've got to redo them though. The Pro Mix sells out fast down here, and Walmart and Home Depot is ridiculous at $20 a pop. We have voles down here, and they can and the canal rats. Yes. Hi, honey. That's what David's fighting with is canal rats. They try to come up on the back of his property. So we're trying to. I'm trying to make up some more plants to grow down yonder for him. I'm gonna make some more. Hopefully, I'm gonna get some seeds and stuff to make some more. Um, Holy moly! What is wrong with my brain? Peppermint. Check the compressed blocks. I just got my ProMix organic for under $12 per block. 2 cubic feet too. Yeah, that's what you sent me from Home Depot, right? I think it's voles that's digging under my fruit trees and killing them. Aw. So those of you who weren't in here, I'm super super excited. I went into the garden tonight and I started watering, and I was able to put another little green thingy to hook up my tomatoes because they were leaning a little bit, so they've grown some. Now they're still kind of, not many tomatoes on them, not very full, that kind of thing. But I'm hoping now. The squash is doing great. I have a yellow squash about that big, and I can't wait. I think I'm going to eat it tomorrow. I'm going to go pick up my mom and take her with me shopping tomorrow for some soil. I had words with a raccoon, big fat raccoon that was standing on its hind legs and digging in my biggest potted tomato. Ugh! The scandal. It really has it already has 4 tomatoes on it, and wasn't having it. I'd probably beat it to death. I could just see you out there, Linda, with a broom. I can imagine. I wouldn't be happy either. I had a possum friend last night. Yeah, I remember you saying that on your live stream today, Linda. So it won't be long. I'm supposed to get my. Okay, tomorrow the green stalks are supposed to be here, and then the 15th I should be getting my freeze dryer on the 15th, and I am super excited. I have gotten 2 gallons of I have flash freezed 2 gallons of mangoes to put in for my first run, because my first run was going to be for David. It was going to be the moringa leaves, but they're not coming back very fast. Now, I may go down to David's and swipe some of his and do that too. Put one tray in there. So then I'll have at least it ready to go. Well, we can call it a broom so nobody will get mad. I know exactly what you're talking about. I'll call it a broom. I have one that's pretty little that works pretty good. I'm excited for you having the freeze dryer. I am too, Patty. I am so, you don't even know. I have wished and prayed and begged the Lord for this freeze dryer for years now. And I cannot believe that it is coming true. Hi, Annabeth, and the ones I missed. Hope all y'all are doing well. Um, so, uh, what is so super exciting for me? Okay, so this is where I'm thinking. Okay, it's going to actually, I think it's going to cut down on my food bill, because when I cook, okay, say I make, my daughter-in-law and I were just talking about this today. I really, really love, I know it's probably not the greatest for you, it's probably not good at all, but I love yellow Vigoro rice and chicken. And I put them in my cooker, and I put the water in there, and I put the chicken in there, and sometimes I put some peas in there too, and turn it on and walk away. Well, it makes a lot of food. So then I'm eating it for a week. Well, this way I can make it and then I can put it on a tray and freeze it and then put it in the freeze dryer on the next run that I'm doing of food. I have to go find out why the dog is barking so much. Look out, baby. I'm sorry. I have to make sure that that raccoon's not. Something got a hold of my chickens, and I have to make sure that it's not the raccoon out there again. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Please don't go anywhere. Come on, Ginger. You want to go out? Let's go see what's out there. Come on. Come on, girl. Sorry, guys. So, uh, I have to go get my broom out of the bedroom if Ginger gets on something. She took off, so I don't know. We'll see. I got to go back over there and let her back in a minute. But okay. So where was I talking about? Oh, so by being able to do that, I can go ahead and freeze dry it and have it ready for the very next time I want it, and I don't have to eat a month's worth of food in just a few days, you know? Because I would spread it out through the month. It's the South Florida in us, Kathy. I used to love that stuff with chicken too. Finally, they have it in a MSG free version. Take your broom. Ah, yeah. I think I better go get that because I hear something. I'm sorry, guys. Please stay on. Good girl. Go lay down. Oh, put my broom over here and my flashlight. That made me nervous. Um, I got to do something with this hair. That made me nervous because I can't function with this mop hanging on me. So I have got to do something about this hair. I just realized that will never happen again. I cannot go and try to defend something with my hair down. Let's see here. Whatever it was, she chased it off because she's all happy now. You should have seen her face when I got out there. Uh, you're kidding. This is a like an action show. Stay safe. We will talk quietly amongst ourselves. Aw, I made popcorn passing out. I wish I could eat popcorn. I love popcorn, but it gets down in my gums. I still have a few teeth. Once I get those other teeth out, I'm gonna I'm gonna go back to eating popcorn again. So what is everyone planting in their garden? Oh, you guys know what I planted in my garden. But I am gonna be planting some new stuff. You'll have to see what I'm planting in my new too. I got two uh what do you call those things? Green stalks coming. Oh, that's nice, Annabeth. I love uh I love cucumbers. I've got to get some more cucumbers. My cucumbers look sad, really sad. They're dying for some reason. The night critters are calling y'all. We still have a beautiful sunny evening and no bums or homeless in this area. I'd rather have a possum. Aw, all different types of peppers, okra, cantaloupe. Need to get watermelon dropped and some Seminole pumpkins as an experient Everglade tomato. Carol, if you do nothing else in this world, I am begging you, begging you, begging you, please send me some tomato seeds. I want those Everglade tomatoes so bad. I used to have them whenever I was a kid, and we used to sit and eat them like crazy. I love them, and I can't find the seeds anywhere. Let's see, it just jumped on me. My garden is full of weeds. I thought I'd just seen a video not too long ago of y'all getting the weeds out of that garden. What was your surprise? I think I missed you talking about it. I have my first squash, and I thought, to be honest with you, Roberta, I thought that my garden was gone. The hail beat it to death when and the tornado that came over my house got my mangoes. I mean, it was bad. And I've got a yellow squash that big. I'm so super excited. I can't wait. I'm going to eat it tomorrow. Let's see. I could be laying out there dead. What? It could be laying out there dead. I thought it said I. I'm like, what the hey? David, you're freaking me out. Yes, it could be. I will go back out and look whenever I get off here. She has a bad habit of putting them out of their misery, but I don't know about a raccoon. Sorry, Linda, I think accidentally touched the wrong button. I don't know what you're talking about, Linda. Listening while I drive. Hey, Teresa! They've sold bird dog more. Tomatoes, cucumbers, beans, radishes, carrots. Yum, yum, yum. Hey, native. Selt bird dog. Nice to have you in here tonight. Let's see what else we got here. Yes, Annabeth, it's 6:20 here. Well, it's 9:24 here and dark. But it's going to be lighter soon. I caught 8 possums in last week at my house. Wow. Hey, Christy, how's it going, honey? My radishes, watermelon, and black purple bolted. Aww. Sorry to hear about that. I moved out to Portland where drug addicts are like flies on cow pies. Yep. Easy handsome. Hey, Sunshine Garden, how are you tonight? Um, are you near Brenda? Well, I don't have them was responding to someone. Oh, yes, Kathy and Steve did a great cleanup garden in my garden of weeds. He did. I saw that. Good job. Kathy, if I have more, I will share. Etsy has them usually look for Florida sellers. Okay. I've never bought anything off of Etsy. So I will see if David can help me with that because I really want some bad. I'm in Zephyr Hills. Woohoo. That's not far away from me. Well, it is far away from. It's probably 2.5 hours. I'm in Cocoa, near Kennedy Space Center. I'm only able to have a small container garden now. Tomatoes and potatoes are the two veggies I picked. Everything else is herbs and weedy medicines. I've got to go. Not only am I getting the soil for the green stalks, I'm praying that I can go and get more garden soil too. I've got to bring some in because I don't have anything to cover up my potatoes. We had some collards out of the garden. I hated collards in the can of the store, but it was tolerable. The ones we grew here on the farm. Uh, Annabeth, collards are a funny um, plant. They will be much sweeter and taste much better when they have had some cold hit them. Oh, from the can. Ah, these stupid moths. I forgot to put my bird food in the freezer. Of course, I don't have any freezer space, so that helped me forget about it. Can I meant to say? I'm finishing up collards from my winter garden. Oh, yummy! Now, I'll be honest with you. I babied these plants for weeks and weeks, and I deliberately thought I planted collards in my garden, and I planted what I thought was cabbage underneath my mango tree to make a pretty landscaping type thing in my front yard. The cabbages are in my garden and the collards are out front, and the collards ain't done nothing. So I'm going to plant some more. And I also found some seeds today. These are mustard seeds that I grow before that I really, really loved. So I'm going to put those out too. I'm going to just I'm going to just throw them out in the yard and turn the water on them. Let's see. I have tomato starts, two kinds of el- eggplant, some blue turmeric ready. Hope it does well. It's expensive. Have a host of other things I'll be sewing when beds are in. Cool. Did you put your stuff together yet? Wonderful. You will have to post a video of that one. I have never seen blue turmeric. Neither have I. I just learned to pluck your cucumbers before they get too big and yellow, or the plant thinks it's done, so it starts to die. Yes, but um, I don't know if you got any of these nasty storms that we've had lately. I think it was last week. I don't remember what day it was. I don't remember what day it was. David and I were here, so anyways, I'll have to look back to see what day it was. But anyways, we got I got bombarded with hailstorm. I thought was just a hailstorm, and I suspected it was more than that. And I told David, I said, that's really crazy. It sounded horrific when I opened the door, and the hail was shooting straight at me. It wasn't shooting down or at an angle, it was straight across, parallel to the ground, right at the front door. I probably got dents in the door. My car looks terrible. And that's what we got. And I'm trying to see what day that was. I can see by my photo here. That was on the 29th. Hey, Patty. I think it just jumped on me, so I've got to go back up. Are they Glenn's mustards? Heard he has a nice one. Yes, no, these are not Glenn's mustards. These are ones that I had some years back, but I've got Glenn's mustards too. And they reseeded. I think they're coming up in my garden out there. Uh, it was. I if I missed something, repost it because this is jumping around on me. Yes, I've seen sea turtles, and I love to go out to Patrick Air Force Base. They have some really. I've swam with them out there. Yes, I imagine Etsy is a good place for seeds and stuff, but I don't know how that works. Somebody will have to work it with me. Sorry, we use live. We used to live in Gulf Shores in Mobile, Alabama. Now we live in Central Alabama. I spent uh, a week in Gulf Shores. That is a beautiful, beautiful place. I went there with my church, and I took Ashley and Becky when Ashley was about 6, I think. Beautiful place. Loved, loved, loved that. I don't know if my cabbage is going to make heads because they're like, it's hot here. Okay, so I think I'm. Oh, well, I'm almost caught up. I think. If I missed something, I'm sorry. Photos and pictures of that once in a lifetime viewing. Nope, no level spot in the yard. That will happen when my friend comes on the 21st unless someone offers sooner. Oh, okay. Neither anyone. We're wanting to know if your daughter has had her baby yet, Patty. I think she did, didn't she? Um, okay, I just jumped again. Sorry, folks. My name is Rebecca. Cool. My daughter's name's Rebecca. Thank you. Needed a fresh start and to include Florida in it, since hopefully we will get out more. Kathy, take the outer leaves off the cabbage so it can focus on making a head. Okay. Hit the thumbs up, everyone. Oh, thank you, Annabeth. Boy, YouTube is acting screwy. My phone. Rebecca, nice to meet you. Yes, YouTube has been acting a little weird today. Um, so I have kind of wondered, and I want you guys' opinion. Should I continue to knock my broom off? That wouldn't be good. Got to get me a pen. I thought I had a pen here. Well, I guess I got to get one out of my purse. Oh no, there's pencils over there. Um, I want y'all's honest opinion. Up, up. Sorry. Should I start another channel on freeze drying? Or would you just put it on my, or would you just stick, if you were me, would you just stick with this and not try to give yourself another headache? I'm fighting the thought of giving myself another headache and trying to keep up with two channels. Yeah, I know it could be on this channel. Please be having a pencil in there. Yeah. Okay. I would keep it on your channel, just make a playlist for it. Okay. I like you just having the one. Cool. Baker Creek has the blue turmeric. It's 21.50 for two rooted tubers that are growing. Interesting. Y'all make sure you like hit the like for Kathy. Oh, thank you, Carol. I would just keep it on one channel and make separate playlists. All right, so that's what I'll do. I found it was too much trouble to log out and back into another channel. I can't remember passwords. Roberta, I had to do my passwords all over again today because tried to use the other computer and that's what happened to me. Oh, all right, Annabeth. Well, I have some good news. I think I won't know totally until I go to the surgeon. I want to tell you guys about this. Wasn't I am moderator on here, Kathy? I was going to post a link. Couldn't. No, Rich. I thought you were, Patty. I don't know what's going on here. I just went to Baker Creek this Monday, only 40 minutes from where I live. Oh my word, I would have no money. See you later, Rebecca. Just the one you will get views that equal money right now. Yes, that's what. Well, this one. I who was I talking? I think Linda's channel this morning. I don't get. I haven't gotten a paycheck from YouTube in a very long time. Um, mostly I get most of the money that comes to me from YouTube is super chats. Got to say, I mean that's where they're paying me. I don't know what is wrong with it or why I'm not getting more, but let's see. I have floating channel out in YouTube with the video I loaded late one night and can't delete it. Hmm. YouTube took my mod status stickers. Wow. I don't know. Let me find out what's going on here, Patty. I don't know how to. I don't think I can. Oh, yes, I can. I think I just added you, Patty. See if that worked. Monetization money, you have to have 100 occurred before they send it out. Yes, I'm aware of that one. Yep, got you black. I don't know how that got off there, Patty. Hello, Barb. How are you tonight? Nancy, I thought you were a moderator too. That's weird. That's really weird. Yeah. Well, I put you back on there too. Um, so, anyways, I wanted you guys to know this. Okay. I'm giving this to God. I just don't even know. I was stressing over this. And I don't know why I stressed over it this time because I never have really given it much attention as I have this time. Because I've had other times when I found um, um, lumps in my breast. Well, I got a phone. This is what I've come up with because them people freaked me out. I'm standing in the I'm sitting in the room waiting for the ultrasound after the mammogram. Well, the girls are talking about me in the hallway, and I am freaking out. All of a sudden, she says to the girl, she said, "Well, I got to go talk to the radiologist before we get on this sonogram, blah, 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 blah." And so I'm like, what are we going to do? I mean, what are they going to do to me? So then the girl comes back in and then she closes the door on me. I'm like, really? What's going on here? So, anyways, they freak me out. So I get a phone call, which even freaks me out even more, from my cardiologist. So I thought it wasn't my cardiologist, it was my gynecologist who had put in the orders, but she was over the tech was over into the cardiology department using their phone to make her calls because it's quieter, she said. So let's just say I was a little bit stressed. So I explained to her that I was in pain and that kind of stuff, and I didn't understand why, if there's nothing to worry about, why would I be in pain? So she had put into the doctor, this, and so then it came back that the doctor had already put me in to see a surgeon. Before she even knew it, the doctor had already put it. And I got a phone call from the surgeon. So I'll be going to see a surgeon to see what is really going on. Somebody that's more specialized in this. And I'm not going to let it bother me anymore. Now, it isn't hurting as bad today as it has been. So pray it goes away. Pray it just goes away. And I don't have any more problems. So I have missed a lot of stuff going on in here. Um, oh, happy birthday in heaven, Cindy. I bet you do miss her. These are the hard days. My girlfriend that lost her son not too long ago. This is her first Mother's Day without him, and she is not having a good time with it. I know by her post that she is. I spent some time with her recently, and she's going through the motions like I did when I lost Linda. And you just got to be there with people when they lose somebody they love, like Carol losing her mother. You just got to be there for them. Let's see, I have fibroids in mine. You can't tell or see them. As a kid, they hurt me so bad. After menopause plus a few more years, they don't bother me at all. I wish I could say that. I had a hysterectomy when I was 22. So I have. Hey, Tina, how are you doing tonight? Um, hey, Susan, I didn't see you come in either. It's jumping and I can't get everything. I was trying to go back and see what's being said. Yes. Partially still I have things in Alabama. Oh, I didn't know that, Christy. My car is acting up, so getting home is kind of iffy right now. I was hoping that Lee got Lee was able to fix that battery. I know you were having trouble with your battery the other day. Y'all, she's on her way home from church, and it's quite a bit away, and she's got kids too that she's taking to and from church. So chemo caused me to go through menopause. Yes. Nope, we got a new battery, and it's still acting up. Oh no. Mm-mm-mm. I'm surrounded by mom's things, and her room has what was in storage too. Not easy. So, we're gonna definitely pray for Teresa and her car problems. Is anybody else got any prayer requests? It's nice to see Linda's doing better. Maybe it's the alternator. Didn't take kids tonight because two of them have strep. Oh no. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, dizzy. I have some, and I need to call the IRS back tomorrow. All right. Yeah, Carol surprised me too, Teresa, with the new name. Israel. Protection for Israel. Friend of mine was in a shelter today due to missiles being launched. Oh no. Yes, she's having trouble with them too. Mother's Day is coming up. My oldest sister is raising her four grandkids because she lost her daughter 2 years ago. Mother's Day is not a happy one for her. That's sad. I made prayers to deal with what happened last year. It's really hard. Okay. Um, well, it just jumped again. Hopefully, my daughter will go into labor on her own to have grandson this week. I traveling to be with her on Sunday. Oh, I don't know why I thought she had it the other day. Maybe that was somebody else. I think that was my girlfriend from church. I'm getting so mixed up with people. Um, let's see here. No. That was Patty who had a grandbaby last week, right? Tinker's wife. Was that you that had a baby last week? Or was it the week before? I'm so mixed up. So I'm going to pray real quick and then we can still talk, okay? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this time that we've gotten here. If I missed a prayer or if I didn't get it right or something, you know exactly what the prayer's request is was, and I know that you will answer them to the best of what we need, Lord. And I want to lift up Teresa. I pray, Lord, that she's able to get that car fixed and running properly, um, or possibly be able to replace it with something better and not have any payments, Lord. And I pray, Lord, that you work it all out for her. I want to lift up my grandson Jace and his mama Becky. I pray, Lord, that you heal them. They've been sick and and running fevers today, Lord. Also, Teresa's grandchildren with strep. Put a protective hedge over them, make them feel better, and don't let them get more contagious with every other buddy. I want to lift up Nancy, Lord, and put put your hands in the mix of all this. Fix it with IRS and take good care of her and fix all of those problems, Lord. You know what's going on with the heart and all that kind of stuff that she's dealing with. Get that fixed up, and her hand are nicely healing, Lord. Thank you for all that you've done with her health wise. And uh, I just pray, Lord, that you heal that. And I pray, Lord, that you take care of Tina's friend, Lord. I know that losing a child is devastating. And I pray, Lord, that the kids in her have peace this year and get through it with ease. Heal their hearts and help them mend. Help them grow closer to you, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you heal Roberta's PST, and help her feel better, Lord, and get over what's going on, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you put a protective hedge over Carol's friend and don't let that bombing get near them. Let them be safe and not get hurt. And I pray, Lord, that they're just delivered from all the evil that's going on in this world, Lord. I pray, Lord, that you help Patty's daughter to go into labor naturally and healthy wise with the child. I pray, Lord, that it gets here all sweet and sassy and in its mama's loving arms and gets the greatest AFGAR score there is. And I pray, Lord, that you continue to bless us with those sweet little people that you put in our lives and those gardens that you give us, and thank you for all the blessings that I found out there tonight. And I just thank you for all that you've been doing for me, that the burdens that have been lifted. And I just pray that you continue to send me in the right path, Lord. I pray that I'm not over extenuating my finances, and I pray, Lord, that I'm able to continue to do things and help people with the things that you have given me, Lord. And I ask these precious, sweet things in your name. Amen. Whew. Miss Patty Tinker's wife had great granddaughter recently. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Mine is shoulder into my neck and wrist. All right, babe. Good night. Okay, I get a little work done during the day, and then all night the hands hurting. Yeah. And Lord, please heal Brenda and help her feel better. So, well, the dog has calmed down. So, whatever it was out there, I'll be taking my little broom with me back out again and a flashlight. Maybe I should keep my phone on me too. But hopefully he'll settle down and not have to be bothered anymore tonight with varmints. Um, so I was thinking of putting some more herbs into the green stalks, but I'm also thinking about doing green beans in them. I think green beans would be beautiful. And I want to go and get some more nasturtiums to put in them. I love nasturtiums. All right, Patty, I love you. Sweet dreams. And I can't wait to see you at the picnic. I had a short I put up about how I saw my first otter while I was out near the canal. Oh, I'll have to go over and check that out. Wow, 21 thumbs up? Was there that many people in here? That is awesome, guys. I freaked out a bit. They scare me. Ah, picking apart a chicken. Oh, yum, yum. That sounds good. Wow, that's awesome. There was 16 when you came in. Wow. Hey, Joe! How's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. Have you been lurking? You missed David if you haven't been. Yours shows 23. Mine only shows 22. That's weird. Hmm. My teeth just bit my tongue. And it shows 11 people in here. Weird. Linda, by the way, I might be seeing you in a few days. I've got to go and get some chicken food, and I want to come up and see Wilma. Someone remembered when you said it, Kathy. Hmm. Some have come and gone and hit the like. Cool. Well, she had. Thank you, Christy. I haven't given you guys a update on Wilma, have I? She had her biopsy done, and they don't think that it was cancer. They still. I don't. I can't remember if she said she got the. I think she did say she got the results back, and it wasn't cancer. Um, but she's got a lot of stuff going on right now, so just keep her in your prayers. She Praying for her will never go unheard. She really needs it all the time. Y'all, she has had a lot of stuff in her life. Cancer, um, lung cancer, breast cancer, lymphoma. She's got a lot of stuff going on, and she really needs prayers all the time. Me lurking, no, just been very busy. I can only imagine the tons of videos you have here, and me cricket saying, "Yep." I wonder if he left it playing because it looks like you were able to tag him. Huh. I'll have to tell him you came in. I'm sure he went to sleep by now. Or should I talk about him? Um, so I'm going to pick up my mom tomorrow morning and take her with me to get the that block stuff. I made it back. Oh, yay. Hey, Anastasia, what are you doing up so late? Oh, that's right. It's not late for you. Here's what, 8 o'clock where you're at, right? So, Joe, you weren't in, but I got surprised. I had a tornado come over my house and hail all in the same storm. The hail wiped out a lot of stuff, and the tornado took a lot of my mangoes and threw them on the ground. Well, during that time, I took the mangoes and I put them in that fell off the when any with any size. I put them in a bag and harvested them, let them ripen up in bags, and I have been flash drying them because I got a freeze dryer on the way, and I am going to be freeze drying a lot of stuff. I'm so excited. But I got I thought it took out every single one of my squash plants. It looked like somebody just took a weed whacker and just beat them all to pieces. But I have a squash that's probably about 4 inches long tonight, and I can't wait. I'm going to pull it tomorrow and eat it. I might even break down, since I'm making squash, I might even break down and get one of them teeny tiny green tomatoes and make me some fried green tomatoes too. No, I won't be that. I won't be that bad. I might go over to, since my mom's with me, I might go over, and we're gonna go to Home Depot. We might go buy thrifty produce. I think I saw green tomatoes in there. We're the same time as you are, Kathy. Eastern Standard Time, 10 o'clock. It is still early for us. Oh wow, what was that? Watch the replay. See what your surprise. The surprise was the squash. I was really, really surprised because I thought it had been beat to death. How did your black sapote fare? My black sapote, they're all gone for right now, but the tree got some whippings, and I've got. Uh, I haven't done a video on this. I should do that. I haven't looked at in it either to see how bad uh, it knocked off the blooms. I've got I've got blooms that are that big right now, so it won't be long till I have more. But I have black sapote that I um, harvested. That's in freezer bags. That's a great idea. I may just pull that out. I was going to make some uh, uh, oh, what was that Teresa made? Mousse with the she made tree when I gave Teresa the black sapote, she made mousse with it. So I'm thinking I may make some mousse and uh put it in the freeze dryer and see how that comes out. Won't that be delicious? I'm so excited. Mango heaven at Miss Kathy's. Yes, it is. And I don't know. This is so weird, Joe. Okay. I have never had a reaction. And I don't know if it's because I ate some mangoes that weren't totally ripe yet. They were a little bit bitter. What is that noise? Oh, that's Facebook. I gotta close that. Um, so around my lips was burning, the inside of my mouth was burning, and I'm thinking, God, please don't let me be allergic to mangoes. I will die. I love them so much. There's two foods that I really probably would have a hard time living without. And one is mangoes, and the other one is bacon. I could live off of mangoes and bacon and be happy for the rest of my life. Although I'd miss out a lot of delicious food that I also have growing. I still need so many fruit trees. Oh, I think my lychee has the blight. Oh, no, that's crazy. Uh, sounds like just underripe, probably. Teresa, I surprised myself this morning. I did not eat I did not eat bacon for breakfast this morning. I ate uh, a egg sandwich and some tater tots. I said I don't even feel like eating bacon this morning. I don't feel like cooking it. So I just tossed me an egg in there and put some tater tots in there and went to town. It was so good too. In fact, that sounds pretty good right now too. But I don't want to eat this late. Y'all, there's something I do need to ask y'all to pray for me. I have been struggling for almost 2 months now with going to sleep at a normal time. Like I would like to be able to go to sleep at 11 o'clock every night or before. I have not been getting to sleep until 3:30 in the morning. And sometimes it's 4. The latest is about 4 o'clock, and then I finally fall asleep, and I'm back awake, wide awake, between 6 and 7 every single morning. Now I had my alarm set for 8 o'clock every morning because I don't want to sleep past 8 o'clock. But I cannot function like this. I don't know what's going on. Please, please pray that I can get sleep early. Let's see here. I've got to get out, get some fresh fruit. My diet has been terrible. Mm. Yes, it does sound good to eat. I scrambled 45 eggs for church supper tonight. Woohoo! Now my nose is going to start itching, right? Somebody's coming to see me. Thank you, Brenda. Same, but not the 6 and 7. Wow. We always have a theme, and we had breakfast. I volunteered eggs. Sweet. Lots of things can cause sleep deprivation like that. Most often, it's a stress that of some kind, or as we get older, and can be hormonal stuff. Mine's stress. Your wrists and arms are probably all muscles. Yep. Um my my problem is there was somebody, and still is somebody, that I have difficulty communicating with without wanting to hurt them, because they're hurting me constantly. And I've given it to God, and I keep continuing to have to give it to God because somehow my mind and the devil will bring it back. Well, this one particular day, one particular night, I had gotten into a heated discussion with this person and had to literally tell them I was hanging up on them. And then I think it was about, I don't remember what time it was. I think it was about 1 o'clock when I reached over and touched that right breast and found that knot, because I was in pain, and I have been stressed to the max ever since. And Brenda, thank you, Brenda, was praying with me and talking with me and everything, and us, just talking and getting my mind off of it, and helped me through that night that I really, really needed somebody that, and it just kind of like, God knows who you need when you get them. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. We always have a theme, or read that. Read that, read that. By the time I get to where I can sleep at night again, winter is back and I'm up again. Yep. Are you able to distance yourself from that person? Maybe time to, if you can. No, and I won't distance myself from that person because that will um, there's just no way I can do that without causing myself even more stress and more pain. Thank you, Brenda. I love you. Um, so it is what it is, friends. It's a blessing that I was have been able to become this close with a lot of you guys, and just being able to get on there and call Brenda was just absolutely, and knowing that she might possibly be up, you know, was awesome and just what God needed me to hear. And it wasn't long after I got off the phone with Brenda that I was able to fall asleep. Thank you. That's super cool. Well, you're not up during this part of the year, are you? I got it. I have got to do something about these moths. I will be praying God is able to give you the strength to resist the temptation you've had in that relationship. Will be praying for the other person too. That is awesome, Kathy. It's the ones you love a lot that cause so much pain in that kind of situation. Yes. And this person, mm, this person has too much power in um the relationship at this time. She thinks it's not my children and it's not David, so don't even, we don't have to go there. It's a family member, but I'm just going to leave it at that. And I know that when the devil is upon me, that all I can do is pray and tell him to get behind me. And he's not going to take her from me. I pray for her constantly. When the devil's got a hold of somebody and they're deliberately hurting you, um, whether it be a friend or somebody that hates you, praying for them is all you can do to rectify the situation. You cannot defend yourself because the more you defend yourself, the more the devil gets his rewards. It'll come down to it destroying family or it healing our family. So I'm just going to say that and leave it there. Um, it's the one I reread that. I saw a lot of moths yesterday. Think maybe it came from chicken feed. Yeah, I have my parrot food in a bag in there, and I used to put it in the freezer, but I've got three freezers that are totally full. So I need to freeze them, and that's right, Brenda. And I can't say anything on here because it might come back to bite me in the behind. Yep. prayer changes things even when we don't see it's right, anyways. Yes, the more I defend myself right now in something, the worse it gets. So just praying. Yes. And you know what? I learned the hard way. I can't pray, God, straighten that person out. No. I'm praying for myself to love this person in spite of that person and the pain that they are causing me and my family. Um I had that with a family member finally a little better. It's easy to say things you shouldn't when you're hurt. That's right. And people don't look at the past. They don't look at all the things that you've done for them or the things that you do for them. And I'm going to tell you a scenario. And I'm not saying that I'm any better than anybody else because God knows I have had hatred in my heart for people. And this is how I overcame it. Many years ago, there's two incidences I'm going to tell you about. One incident was when um, Ashley was a baby, and um, I just gotten custody of her. I had I was in a Sunday school class where my pastor's wife at the time, my pastor's wife Jana, was talking to us about um, not reacting to someone hurting us and actually praying for that person and praying for our heart to love that person no matter what. My my niece um had attacked me verbally and really hurt me deeply, and I stepped back, and that's when Michelle was here. Ashley's biological mother was here at the time, and I prayed about it. I stopped what I was doing right then and I prayed about it, and I prayed for Sharon, and I love Sharon, and I still love her even though she's dead and gone. And um I never did quite understand some of the things that she did. God worked that situation out and wiped all that pain away immediately. That same night it came to. There was another incident where when David and I were divorced, he I you guys know I got married again, and he was living with this lady, and um we realized I had to stay married to my second husband because of Ashley. And David had broke up with this woman, and when we got back together again, she wasn't very happy about it, and it caused a lot of problems. And she would call him in the middle of the night all the time. And I think she was drunk and carrying on. And he would get frustrated, and we started praying for her. And I I'll be honest with you, it was difficult for me. It was very difficult for me. She was good to my Linda. She was very good to my Linda. So when it came to Linda's funeral, I took the better part of me and prayed because I knew that she would be, because she came to my mother in law's funeral. And I knew that she would probably, and I tried my best to be nice to her both times. And I prayed, God, please let me be the better person. Let me please love her in spite of her and her hatefulness. And I had to bite my tongue. She was all over David. And I went up to her and gave her a hug and kiss on the cheek. And I said, I thank you for being good to my child. And I appreciate you being here today. And I'm telling you, that was hard coming out of my mouth. But I knew that God had given me that freedom, and that pain washed away everything. And I was able to do that and not have, because I'm telling you, this was the hardest funeral that I had to do because there was so much strife and so many family members. And it was just a hard funeral to do. Not only did I lose my child, but there's so much to the backstory that just you guys wouldn't even understand. So it was a blessing, and God has always put me, and that's why I am with this person right now. I'm praying for her constantly, and God is lifting that love and trying to relax that feeling to where I can feel comfortable about talking to her. And it's like, I don't know why little things just make me cringe sometimes when she says things to me. So I know I've missed a lot. Praying is the best way. Treat things change. Yep. Find yourself right now something worse. Get so just praying. Yep. Neighbors, families. And then you are still right. Give up to the Lord. Yep. Had to do that with one of my family members. Yep, Patty, that's. I also don't look at what they have done to us, which is difficult. Yes, and this person is doing very hurtful things and causing trouble so badly that it's made me have hard time doing what I really want to do. So it's hard for me, very hard for me, and I have to keep praying. And she may just lose me, and she just doesn't even understand. I've always had her back, and she doesn't even understand. They also don't look. I reread that. I think sometimes that's all the want to look at is what went wrong instead of the good things that have happened. Exactly. True forgiveness gives us freedom to love and offer in spirit of the offenses. His grace is amazing. That you're so very right, Patty. That is your flesh responding is all Kathy. That part of us we will be putting to death until we are called home to be with Jesus and we are finally free of him, free of it. Yes, you're exactly right, Patty. And in my life, there's been some people that's really hurt me deeply. I mean, I had a friend one time hurt me really, really bad, and even on social media, and Um, I just had to shake my head and say, I can't believe that you're saying these things to me. I'm totally floored that you could be so ugly, and it was all over something really stupid. And now we are. I've forgiven her, and now we are. Every once in a while, I go and see her. I don't. I don't. Um, I don't. How do I say this? I don't run with that crowd no more. Yep, get it. Yep. So I find myself, because I'm, Carol, you made a statement one time on a thingy, letting everybody know that I'm a Christian, and that's great, and I felt wonderful. But I have my, I have flesh like everybody else. I mean, I might pray for. I'm telling you, the closer you know me, I can swear like a sailor whenever I'm mad. God knows that the devil gets a hold of me sometimes, and I can't. I have to be slapped upside the face sometimes. God can do it now. He can get me right back on track. But you know, I enjoy life, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just I have my feelings and my beliefs, and I try my very best to be Christ like, but it don't always work, and sometimes I get in the flesh, and this person has really taken me to my limits lately. So I know, Teresa, we all do. And that's what I think. That's why I think that the Lord has put you guys in my life to hold me accountable for when I'm in the flesh. Because Teresa, you you have you have set me straight a couple of times, and where I thought, okay, I need to get this right. I need to get right back on this. I have to remind myself that out of the heart my mouth speaks when I get to talking in a manner that is not honoring Christ. I'm way better than I used to be, but have a long way to go still. Yep, no matter how we try to be Christ like, we cannot be. That's right. At that time, I thought I was not walking close with the Lord. I prayed a prayer that God would break any unholy soul ties keeping me from Him. I know we aren't perfect, I get it. I said it out of respect. Oh, well, I'm not saying anything bad about it. I thank you for it. Amen to that, Teresa. You're right. We all fall short of His glory, but He forgives us and pulls us back into His fold. That's right. We all slip up every once in a while when someone says hasn't they haven't they are fibbing. That's right. That's right. And I imagine, Nancy, you've been going through some stuff too. It's hard to be it's hard to be it's hard. I know what you're going through, and I know it's hard for you, honey. Um and we all go through that. I'm telling you, I sometimes wonder if the Lord's not testing me when I'm out on the road, because I'm an ugly mouthed person whenever I'm out on the road sometimes. It's so hard sometimes I slip. I have it bite my tongue hard. Yes. I know it, Susan. It's terrible sometimes. I saw you loving him how I know I wasn't is what I meant by respect. Oh, I got some thick, stubborn, mouthy flesh. Me too, Carol. Patty, my pastor, said something like that tonight. He said, "We aren't where we are supposed to be, but we are better than we used to be." You know what? That's funny, Teresa. I had a pastor one time. In fact, he married me and David. That used to have that some saying something kind of like that, but it was different. Um, he used to say, but it brought up a memory of what he used to say. He used to say, "Do you still love me like you used to love me like I loved me before?" I can't remember. David will have to say the same. Um, but um, and he made his wife told me he said that in that manner because that's how he felt about God and how God felt about him. Being on the road is the worst for me. I I know, Brenda, it's so hard. Yes, God does test us, and He laughs too. Oh, driving here will refine any saint. Oh, and I have to say, the last 2 weekends have been so much easier driving. Um, I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's not as many boat people going out on the boats, but it was taking me like 30 to 45 minutes to drive to Merritt Island, which takes me 10 minutes when there isn't all that traffic. So, Brenda, I think it's partially anxiety due to so many distracted drivers, too. Yes. And boy, oh boy, sometimes it just popped out of my mouth. Oh, well, like popcorn before I can bite my tongue. Susan, I got it. I know exactly what you're saying. You know, like I've never not I was raised with a bunch of sailors. My grandma was a Christian, but she would cuss like a sailor sometimes too. And I was brought up with that. So sometimes it just slips. It works, Susan. Yes, I imagine it does, Teresa. Just going to Walmart is like taking your life in your own hands. Yep. I'm not very patient some days when my driving, and God is always working on me when that happens. People don't drive like they used to and put a lot of them on one road, and it's so frustrating. I think we women get to a certain age and get like the MA on Golden Girls. Yep, that's for sure. Um, I, I have to say, I have a lead foot, And nothing makes me more angry than someone to go in, to someone being in the left lane going 20 miles under the speed limit on 95. Gotta say. And you can't get around them. Yep, tell it like it is and don't care. The mom on Golden Girls who would just blurt out stuff. Yeah. And I think that I honestly believe that it is. You you think about this, okay? Have you ever had a mom or grandma or somebody like that would say, "Good Lord, look at that girl's hair. What did she do? Stick her finger in a light socket?" I mean, my grandma would say the craziest things, and I'd be like, oh, "Nanny, shut up, please. You're embarrassing me." Exactly, I'm with you, Kathy. Dr. Charles Stanley would say it was way it this way. Obey God and leave the consequences to him. That is what he said his grandfather told him. Filter, what filter? Or she'd say, I mean, I mean, you guys got to remember, my grandma would be, my gosh, how old? My grandma would be well over, she'd be 112, no, 113. No, wait a minute. 11, 20, 11, 23, 100. She'd be 112, her birthday, coming in June, I think. I think it was June. And I have to constantly tell, I have to constantly tell Walt, please, you, you can't say stuff like this. And the same with, I mean, Virginia says stuff too at 95. And I'm like, and I've found that I'm doing the same thing. And they can't hear. And I can hear. Now Muddy has earrings. I mean, earrings. Virginia has hearing aids. And she can hear everything. And I'm going, oh, jeez. So she turns the TV down really low, and I can't hear it at all. I turned into Kathy Bates on fried green tomatoes. The people I have no insurance. Then I have more insurance than you do. Yes, I can see that. I could see that, Brenda. Exactly. The filter falls at 50. Vengeance is mindset, Lord. Yep. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. I have said that to people, so I did not say worse, Patty. I never had a filter. Well, Brenda, I never had a filter until I in my younger days, until I as a kid. I mean, I would blurt out stuff and tell you off in a heartbeat. I mean, just bless you out like nobody's business. I learned to filter it when I was doing hair, but I still didn't completely filter it when I was doing hair, because if I got with certain people who talked certain ways, I would find myself talking that way and not having, oh, hi, Anastasia. I have to watch what I say, huh? Um, so I would I would talk I would find myself talking one way with one person and another way with another person. Well, the closer then whenever I got saved and knew for sure that I was going to heaven, things changed. I had accepted Christ when I was a young child, but I never I never really understood, and I never really got in the word like I should have. But when I started learning what God wanted of me, then everything changed. So, and I'm still struggling, even though I'm in the Word every day and I pray every day. I still have moments of relapse of my younger days when I wasn't as knowledgeable about what Christ expects me to be. So we're stay Anastasia. I'm lurking. My body's warning, flat out worn out, and my filter too. She is so funny. Not really, Kathy. She has heard worse. I hope I didn't say anything bad. I will be listening and I have to get a shower and get ready for bed. Well, I'm getting off of here anyways, guys. I'm going to read the rest of these and answer them and then we're going to close it out. My filter must get clogged and falls out, and then a new one comes in and I am better. Saved or unsaved, I think that is learning to process life through when it when the heat is on, the filter clogs. Yep. My oldest daughter used to describe me to her friends as a combination of Sophia Cartrilla and Roseanne Barr. Uh-oh. And that's why the good Lord gave us repentance. Amen, Susan. The tendency of our flesh is not die easy. That's right, Patty. Much love. Good night. You did. I rather Anastasia learn from us than from other things. You'll have to tell me, Nancy, on a thingy what I said because I don't mean to say anything bad on here. Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams, y'all. I thank you for coming in, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for coming in, Carol. And I like your new name, by the way. I liked your other name, but I like this one too. Y'all have sweet dreams, and I'll see you next time. Okay, cool. Thank you, Nancy. Bye bye now.